Okay, this one's just going to be a personal gripe about me. I think the EPA alone is the most awful organization, a government group in the country. I can give you an example. The EPA originally was designed to protect the environment by stopping people from doing bad things. Now they stop companies from even having a chance to make a mistake. In this country, I drove a truck 17 years. When I started driving, there were over 45 steel mills that I went to on a regular basis, not specialty mills, regular mills. Now in America, when I quit 2 years ago, they were down to 7. That is absolutely ridiculous. Auto industry, 17 car manufacturers 10 years ago, 8 now. It's just unbelievable. And I know there's small specialties in cars and mills and everything else that affect that, but I'm talking major companies. It is just unbelievable that one government agency can destroy so many businesses. They want to shut down the coal electric plants where we're supposed to get used to charge these laptops so we can do all this on the internet. Nuclear power, after what happened to Japan, everybody thinks it's the worst thing in the world. But look, Japan's had no boom. They've had no major radiation leak. There's nobody over there growing 3 eyes and 2 ears. So they just proved it is safer than what people believe. I think the EPA needs to be done with completely. Let's go back to company makes a mistake, fine them out of existence. I don't care about that. But we cannot do all this bit of can't let it happen, can't let it happen, can't let it happen, because we're just destroying the country. Again, like in my other posts I said, EPA shut down all these mills, all these car manufacturers, changed all these plants, made the oil industry completely refab its stuff, which is one reason why the cost of gases went up. And we've had a 4-degree temperature change and a 16 decimal point or 17 in environmental change of atmosphere and smog and so forth. In the meantime, China has been building power plants, car manufacturers, and mills at a rate far exceeding what we did in our Industrial Revolution. Nobody's telling them to cut back. Venezuela, Argentina, both building mills, power plants as fast as they can possibly build them. But yet America, we've got all the liberal, left-wing idiots here saying we got to save this, we got to save that, and piss on the people. It's time that we stand up and say no more. No more government telling us that we have to shut down plants to save some frog somewhere at the cost of 10,000 jobs and 40,000 people's ability to live. No more do we have tree huggers saying you can't cut down this tree because it's 100 years old, destroying the livelihood of thousands of loggers. Trees grow. Hell, I read on the internet the other day that tree farming and genetically engineering, they can grow trees faster than they ever could before. It's time we start thinking about surviving, not surviving at a low pace. These environmental fanatics want us to survive, but they want us to survive wearing cloth bags and cooking on an open fire. I want to survive having my car, my house, my computer, my kids able to play with their electronics, their toys, whatever they want. I don't want to have to cook on an open fire just to save some damn tree or some frog somewhere. It's absolutely ridiculous. We look every day in the paper, right here in Ohio. Car plants shutting down. Where are they going? They ain't going out into other places in America. They're going outside the country to get away from the Environmental Protection Agency. You go to, I did a post on an article online, right? Because I was writing articles before I did this. Let's use California. To build a company in California, you have to spend almost $50,000 in 3 months of evaluations before you're ever allowed to buy the building permit to build it. I know one company that had $180,000 invested in evaluations for smog, air, ground effects, how it's going to affect the people, how it's going to affect the frogs, before they ever even applied for a building permit just to make California happy. Then you can go to Texas. Texas, if you ain't inside the city limits, you have the material delivered and you start building. It's that simple. If you're inside the city limits, you can get it all done in one day with as little as 3 to 5 forms, and usually for under $1,000 to get a building permit to start building a place. And people want to know why companies are moving to Texas and Arizona, New Mexico, where these laws aren't as strict on building materials, how you build, and they don't give a damn about doing an environmental study to see if it's going to affect how the birds fly over. That was a good one. made a company spend $200,000 to see how it was going to affect the birds flying over their building in California before they could build a industrial park. Just absolutely ridiculous. Wake up, America. If we don't start saying we, the people, are more important than the animals, the birds, and I'm not saying get rid of the animals and the birds, but we have to be more important because we survive, we produce, we're the ones that make the planet into a better place to live.